Okay, so now we are gonna give this a try. Oh my gosh, so good. Every time I try it, I feel like it's better. Hey, so I'm really excited to share this video. This is my go-to post-workout meal, right? And what's super funny is, or what's kind of cool or whatever, however you want to call it, is I was a huge shake person. I still am. I love a protein shake. Like, I love to make a concoction with some proteins and some fats and make it taste so good and also nourish my muscles, right? And so I really stick to like high protein, low carb. And when I found this recipe, now, mind you, I love a great brownie. So when I found this recipe, I lost my mind, right? And I've been like killing this recipe ever since. Still getting my shakes a few times a week, but this is now my new go-to because it's so fast and it's so freaking good. So join me, I'm gonna share with you my favorite high protein, low carb brownie recipe. It is absolutely delicious. All right, so first, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Ileka Falette. I'm a mom of 4. You'll probably see some of them running in here. I lost 120 pounds about 8 years ago, and I kept it off for a significant amount of time. I ended up gaining some weight back late last year where I had quite a few deaths in my family. Really tough time. I'm saying it with a lot of positivity, but I've definitely released a lot of that, and so now I'm releasing that weight again and get to keep it off for good this time. I found the strategies to keep me going. After losing the weight, I actually ended up becoming a personal trainer, weight loss and wellness coach, and helped thousands of women achieve their health and wellness goals. And now what I do is I really just share tips and strategies here on YouTube and also on my newsletter. So if you haven't already, go to ilekafalette.com and sign up for the newsletter. I send weekly tips, strategies, and resources on living a healthy lifestyle, especially when you have a busy lifestyle. I run my own business and I'm a mom of 4, so I get to stay healthy and you get to stay healthy too. All right, so go ahead. Also, I'll be sharing, if you go to ilekafalette.com, you can actually download the recipe card for this recipe and a bunch of my other recipes. Any recipe I share on YouTube, I post it right there on ilekafalette.com, and you can go and download the recipe card and you'll get links to all the ingredients that I use. All right, so let's get going, right? I spent more time talking than it takes to make this actual recipe, okay? So let's go. All right, first, you start with 1 egg. I use large eggs, it's just easier. So 1 large egg. You're gonna get some yogurt. I use a high protein Greek yogurt because this adds some additional protein for me. So this one is about 15 grams of protein. So we are gonna use about half of this. So let me grab that out, just split it in half. And what I do is I use half now and I throw the other half in tomorrow's recipe. Then from there, you're gonna add your protein powder. So I use different types of protein. Today I had a really hard workout, lifted heavy. So I'm using my non-dairy beef protein. I don't really use whey protein, but I do use a non-dairy beef protein that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna put a scoop of that in here. And then other days I may just use my vegan protein, and you'll get the links to all of those in the recipe on ilekafalette.com. All right, so 1 scoop of protein. Then I add in my sweetener. So I like mine a little sweeter, right? Not ridiculously sweet. Anybody knows me, know I don't really like sweet, but I tried this recipe with just 1 teaspoon of allulose. This is like an allulose blend, right? I tried it with 1 teaspoon and it was just not enough. So I used 2 teaspoons. All right, just to get it a little sweeter. Just adds to the taste. Probably because I'm also not using any other additional sweetness. So there's that. Then I throw in about a teaspoon, maybe a little less, of vanilla extract. Then I take my cocoa powder and I put in, I use 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now I am a chocolate fanatic. I actually found this recipe on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. This woman was doing the recipe and I thought, oh my goodness, what a great idea. So I wanted to share it. She used 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I used 1.5 tablespoons of cacao powder to 2. I might use 2, but I'll go for about 1.5 because it is so decadent even with 1.5. So I tried it with 3 one time, and honestly, it was even too chocolatey for me. My kids would lose their minds if they ever heard me saying that because nothing's too chocolatey for mommy. All right, so throw that in there and then just get to mixing it, right? You want to be kind of gentle with that mix at first because I've mixed it a little too heavy at the beginning and it got everywhere. So, because all that powder and stuff, it will fly. So just be kind of gentle with the mixing when you first start, and then you can go and get into it. All right, once you've mixed it thoroughly, now this is when you add in your cacao nibs. So this is optional. Not everyone likes to add in the cacao nibs, but I love cacao nibs. They are so tasty and they give that extra punch of chocolate. Maybe that's why I don't need the the additional tablespoon of cocoa powder because I get those cacao nibs. It's almost like having a little bit of coffee. You know, you add a little coffee flavor and it gives a punch to chocolate desserts. That's kind of what the cacao nibs feel like to me. So I add about a tablespoon of that, and then I also add in a tablespoon of sugar-free, either Lily's or Lakanto chocolate chips. So, and a tablespoon is not even a full serving of this. So if you're looking at these, a full serving would be 8 carbs, 4 grams of fat, 1 protein, right? So I use, this is about a half a serving what I put in. And that is actually, so it's about 4 carbs, 4 additional carbs. Again, these are optional. You don't have to put these in. I put them in because I think they taste good. So then you just kind of fold these in. These don't have to be like all the way like overly incorporated or whatever, but you just kind of fold it in. All right. Then from here, you're gonna take your microwavable container, and then of course I spray it with my avocado oil spray. I just pour the batter in. Okay. All right, so now you take this and you throw it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. I always start with 2 minutes, and then I add it in for an additional like 30 seconds at a time until it gets, until it's like cooked all the way through. Still a little tough there in the middle. Another 30 seconds. All right. All right, so it has cooled, and let me add the final touches. I go ahead and add some powdered sugar, right? This is not real sugar, this is a natural sugar. It's made with stevia and erythritol, yes. And so I go ahead and add maybe a half a teaspoon of that. And I just kind of sprinkle it. I don't know if you guys can see, I kind of sprinkle it all over my little thing. So this is the final version. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut it and taste it. All right, so I usually cut it in 4s. It's 2 quick cuts. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You can see the chocolate, because it's still a little soft on the inside, which makes it even better. I actually ended up putting it in for 3 minutes, because that's how my microwave is, and it tastes so good. It's still a little soft, which I love. Okay, so now we are gonna give this a try. Oh my gosh, so good. Every time I try it, I feel like it's better. Again, it's just protein, dark chocolates. This has about 40 grams of protein if you eat the whole thing. I would say even just eating 2 of them, you're getting 20 grams of protein in. I'll be eating the whole thing. I had a really, lots of weight to my workouts today. So, it's so good. And also, this is just like a snack. This will keep me full for hours. I won't have to eat again. Right now it's probably like 11 o'clock. I won't have to eat again until like 4 or 5. Like, that's how good this is. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try this. And be sure to go to ileka.com to download the recipe and get the links to the products that I use. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So good.
Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to watch my mom's next video.